Alright, so last time
Somebody once told me
there's too many
to log into Roll20.
Alright, last time on Avalon, with Jack and Khurtin the Fiends. Turn down the music. There we go.
Yeah.
With Jack and Khurtin the Fiends, Ivan and Nevo the Atlans, and Alex and Simon the Humans. In the ancient past, 6 legendary blades of Evil's Bane were laid to rest deep within a shadow vault, guarded by Jasper Yulman, the vampire-tainted prince of the old king of the land. Let me see here. Awakened from his centuries-long slumber by the presence of our protagonist, Jasper regaled the group with tales of the ancient past when they showed him mercy after his unfortunate rigor mortis-induced leg fracture. He told them how his father and his allies wielded the ancient swords, Naled, Maeth, Narabor, Tenu, Dur, and Galador, against none other than the arch-vampire Alusfane the Night Lord, and how, fearing Alusfane's return, they sealed the swords in the Shadow Vault in the event that future generations should have need of them. Eager to rid himself of the disgrace of his vampiric taint, Jasper engaged in honorable combat with his guest, who swiftly felled him and freed his soul from undeath. With the blades now in their possession, the 6 former convicts make their way back up to the surface to get some much-needed rest. Have the blades of Alusfane's Bane found their way into the hands of Avalon's next great heroes? Or will Jasper Yulman's all-too-eager willingness to hand over the sacred swords be his most regrettable blunder? Alright. So if y'all remember last time, you had a little battle down the well. After that was done, you guys made your way back up to the surface and went back to sleep to get your guys a night rest. Yes, Kit?
Nevo, Simon, you two look a bit different.
Oh, your icons. There you go.
There you go. Now you look normal.
Alright.
No, I'm a frog again.
The frog noble.
Alright. The night goes on. You guys sleep in relative comfort in the barn. Morning comes and Barrett comes in to check on you guys. You're all still a little tired as he kind of swings open the barn doors. Alright, wakey, exit. Oh God, what's the smell? Smells like somebody threw up in here. Kind of looks at all.
Long story.
Our apologies for the lingering smell of death.
I don't remember having my bootleg back here. Alright. You guys are served breakfast. You're allowed to kind of wash up in his bathroom area. And let me see here.
Ectoplasm hangover.
Ectoplasmic hangover. That's what you get for drinking too much Ecto Cooler. And...
I was peer pressured.
That Ecto rum tasted nasty.
And...
Why is the Ecto rum always gone?
After breakfast, he loads you guys on up into his truck, along with, I believe, Jennifer was her name? The pregnant woman? Can someone give me a reminder?
Jennifer.
Yeah. There we go.
Jennifer dumped me.
Let me see here. Jennifer is going to be going to stay with relatives in New Vidnolik.
Good
while this
for
is
her.
going down. So, it's a long fucking drive, and you guys are basically left without a seatbelt in the back of this old rusted pickup truck as you guys drive for about like an hour.
Not even bungee cords?
Well, you guys are... It takes like an hour to get to the city driving from his house.
I'm sure it's too early in the vehicle's existence for that to be illegal yet.
1920s, most cars didn't even have seat belts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is my mind just flashing to the scene of The Simpsons, where Cletus is taking his kids to the car wash?
Alright, Ivan, you've got your hand up.
Yes, Ivan looks at the others. So, this is an awkward question, but are any of you willing to, if any of you have place of residence for me to stay at? I'm afraid I don't have a place of living in this city. Hello?
Awkward look between
Oh.
people.
Just leave you hanging.
I see.
I mean,
How about that? I'm not even from around here. I'm just staying in hotels.
yeah, I mean, I don't exactly live here either. So, can't really help you.
Hey, DM, what's like a fancy hotel in Rovanof?
I believe I sent you a name for one.
I don't remember. I can look.
The Barrington.
The Barrington. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't sound.
We'll call it the Silver Drake.
Well, you can always stay at the Silver Drake. It's fairly good accommodations.
How much does it cost?
Okay, money bags.
I didn't really pay much attention to what they asked me to pay.
Yep, too rich for my blood.
You might want to start paying attention if you've only got $100 in your pocket.
Oh, you can stay a while at my apartment. It's fine. Just don't get
thank
handsy.
Thank you, Comrade Khurtin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to be honest, you shouldn't think about staying in one place for too long. We did anger a Sun King man with a laser from his son.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have to be finding works or some form of work soon.
Eyes medical bag with mysterious spear shard. Do any of you maybe smart people want to take a look at all these notes that I stole from that guy?
Ivan raises his hand.
I mean,
Simon
not
will
with
raise
this
his hand as well.
moving truck right now. I'm pretty sure they'd all blow away, but you
Right.
know. Once we're stationary.
Wait, can I use telekinesis to hold on to a stack of papers in the wind? So they just can't blow away even if I turn a page?
I think you'd have to. You can only hold on to one object at a time.
You know you can just hold it under the bed of the truck, right? Or on the bed of the truck,
I was
right?
gonna say under the bed of the truck, dude. I'm acrobatic, but I'm not. This isn't Jackass.
On the bed of a truck.
I risk my life stealing the shit. You are not going to risk it all blowing fucking away.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Is there any rocks in this truck?
No.
Anything weighted?
He cleared out the back of the truck so that way you guys could have a place to sit.
Nice.
And wait until we fucking get to the place.
Nice. Well, wait, hold on. This is just a joke, but I take the stack of papers from her hands and I say, "Fucking gear!" and I throw them to the wind.
Yep. I was thinking about that. He's here in spirit.
Suddenly, the madness that had taken over me slips away, and I leave my lucid daydream.
Who the hell is Gunga?
I don't remember saying anything.
What an interesting stack of papers you have.
I'm glad they're so orderly and neat.
All right.
Yes, it's a mighty stack of papers.
So,
Hour goes by as you guys are driving on down the road.
I'll hand Simon the book. I don't think it has any loose papers in it.
No, it's pretty solidly bound.
Yeah. Here, you can have this.
both
for
me
now.
and
Ivan.
Ivan will take a look.
Okay.
You can buddy up.
In that case, one of you will be aiding the other. So who has the higher of the knowledge of Arcana?
Let's check the character sheets.
I have a 9 in Arcana.
You probably win. I can look, but yeah, I have a 5.
Yeah, it's knowledge is my.
I will aid Ivan.
All right, so Ivan,
it's my high skill.
You'll get a +2 on top of this roll. Knowledge Arcana.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. The book that you have is a basic grimoire of arcane knowledge. It has general information on spiritual construction, theory, not theories, but like histories of magic. It goes through a lot of the stuff that was covered in your school, Ivan. Magics from the first and second era, how they slowly evolved into classic spellcasting, what you would expect from a wizard and stuff like that. Based upon its age, you're not seeing any mention of sphere casting, so you're guessing this book might be like 40, maybe 50 plus years old.
Sphere casting is a relatively modern concept.
Yes.
Okay.
Within the Age of Avalon, it goes from the 3 primal magics, which are true naming, spirit binding, and shadow casting. Those evolved into classic wizardry, sorcery. Those evolved into what became known as the occult magics, which were utilized by psychics and occultists, and then all that magic evolved into the sphere casting.
And the clerics and druids.
Clerics
were those also in the second stage?
Yes.
What about pact magic?
Pact magic.
That's spirit binding, isn't it?
Yes, that is
that's ancient magic.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is a basic grimoire of magic.
From the second age of arcane knowledge?
Or I would say...
second phase, whatever you want to call it.
I would say a 4th era book, so before...
Oh, but it's covering...
Yes.
The topic of old stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I look at Alex and... do you want me to explain what exactly is in this book, or...?
I mean, that's why she handed it to us.
I figured it would be important to know.
So... And I'm gonna be terrible at explaining this, even though you just explained it.
It is...
I mean, we have a weird sword handle, we have this crazy spear thing with the guy coming after. I don't know, it just seems like there would be something useful.
It has a cover and pages, which means there's information inside on those pages.
Yeah, so funny.
So, one thing that is interesting about this book, it does not mention anything about sphere magic. This book is probably about 40, 50 years old, I would say. That's really all I remember. I'm so sorry.
It's a book about the practical applications and theories about spellcasting and the older traditions of wizardry and sorcery. And the ancient prototypical magics that existed before that.
Alex just blinks at you slowly.
You know, basic stuff your tutor probably would have taught you about.
I don't know shit about magic, but...
Oh, well, it would be a good read for you then.
Sure. Is there anything relating to, like, crazy soul-shattering spears, or giant sun guys firing sun lasers, or, like,
Is there?
your weird sword that came from the sun?
Peeking on through, it is a very dense read, but nothing you're seeing in there seems to relate to any of that. It looks like somebody's, like, notebook on magic.
Anything relevant at all to all the weird shit that's going on?
Well, relevant in that it will enhance your knowledge of the arcane arts so that you might be prepared for mysterious things you may encounter in the future. No, nothing specific.
Cool, then one of you guys can carry it.
But I thought you were the one that needed to read it.
And need is
I'll
a
look-
strong word.
I'll
I
look
don't-
at. Oh wait.
I mean, I don't do magic. Like, I don't. I mean, I do
I've
magic,
got some
but I
bad news
don't
for you.
do
That
magic.
smoke, it's not organic.
Ivan
I
raises his
don't
hand.
fucking know about that. I don't know anything about that. That's just a thing that happens. It's not anything to do with
As far
me
as I
knowing
could,
shit.
as
I
far
look
as
back over at Ivan. Sorcery.
More wizardry.
Oh, she has nothing about it. She knows nothing about it. It must be some sort of inborn sorcery.
Yeah,
we lost
this
somebody.
is not inborn. This is not. No.
I
We
learned
lost-
much.
We lost Tom.
Oh,
Oh no.
Ooh.
Already?
Thomas?
Oh, there he
There's
is.
Tom.
Oh,
Okay,
there
we're
he
good.
is.
You okay over there, Nevo?
I mean, Storm, question. Mine would be conserved wizardry since I wasn't born with magic, would it?
It really depends on just how you play the encounter.
Yeah, it's just it's unique for each person. But generally, if a power suddenly manifests and you don't know why, it's probably sorcery.
I guess.
So on the car ride, I guess I will fill those that know nothing about magic in the truck bed in on the very basics.
I will assist him.
Okay.
Why is this turning into a lecture? This was not my intent when I gave you this book.
It's the pursuit of knowledge.
Ivan grabs out a yardstick and slaps it on the bed of the truck.
Hey!
Yeah.
Take
Oh
the
no,
yard
I'm already
stick and snap
drifting
it in
off.
half.
Okay.
I slap it on the bed of the truck. Stay awake.
I can't use magic, and I have no desire to learn it. Therefore,
Of course,
I'll be taking a
headmaster.
nap.
Yes, headmaster.
Oh man,
I
wanna
look
take a
at
nap.
Nevo. Are you and me the only magic people in this group?
Oh, excuse me. I just explained that what she does is in fact magic, and as is what I do.
You just said it wasn't organic for you.
No, well,
He was talking about me, dipshit.
Oh,
yes. So if something isn't naturally created by your body, it's probably magic.
Yeah.
I make
I
a
mean-
small crystal in my hand.
I'm
That's
a
magic.
human, so obviously this
I
is
know.
some other shit, I don't know.
All right. The ride goes by, all of you arguing in the back of the truck. And just to double check, Tom, are you still there?
Yeah, no.
Okay, double checking. You're just so quiet.
As Ivan tries to lecture, I keep blowing cigarette-smelling smoke in his
Never.
face.
Never, you explain magic to them.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right. Nevo, do you got something to say while the ride is going on?
I really can't think of anything at the moment now.
Okay,
You're
I
a
just,
practiced
Magic
necromancer.
lecture.
I just saw you tappity typing on there and I didn't know. So, hour goes by. The wind in your hair as you guys drive on down the dirt road until eventually you see the city before you. And I will grab me picture. The one show to picture. Or show to players.
Picture!
Is it showing?
Yeah! Yeah!
There we go. Get you guys in the general mood of the city.
Nice.
Let me see
Do
if
you
I
have
can.
any music to accompany this?
Not set up at the moment. I try to look for one. Forest Night, Nightmare,
By the
Noir.
way, as we're riding along, Ivan is way too over enthusiastic talking about magic in probably more advanced than most people who
Ooh,
are learning basics should.
Storm, play Rhapsody in Blue.
Is that on here? I don't have
Should
any.
be.
I don't have anything. I have to create playlist tracks and then in blue. Oh, no, I'm unprepared for the music. It's not showing up.
Oh jeez! Oh god!
The city. No, nothing. Why is nothing showing up? I don't have anything showing up.
Is that song Khurtin or?
I mean, pretty old song.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so what is it called?
No,
Rhapsody in Blue.
It's most likely public domain by now.
What in blue?
Rhapsody.
You know,
Okay,
like
Rhapsody in Blue.
You know, like from the
Entertainment?
Fantasia thing.
that too.
Here we go.
I got it.
Add to game.
Hey, Gypsy, how do you do the fretboat?
I got it.
Oh,
City,
Okay.
City and the
That's
City
fine.
by Tabletop Audio. This'll work for now.
City ambiance.
It's alright, that works too.
There we go. It's not music, just people chattering. All
Great.
It's a
right.
cool one. I don't know if you can download and import that, but it's a cool one.
So, we're going to be kind of jumping around here. Barrett drops you guys off wherever you need to be. Simon, I'm guessing... or actually, how is he going to do this? Drop you guys off at a bus depot? Drop you guys off at a trolley? Where he's going to is sort of like this farmer's district, where he can get in contact with his friends. He'll drop you guys off there for now. So it's going to be kind of in the downtown area, so that way Barrett can talk with a few of his people. He'll drop you off here for now. He is going to drop Jennifer off at where she needs to go, because he's not going to have a pregnant woman walking around.
Aw, bless his heart.
Walking around the city. And the steel drums on the side. Okay. Probably should have listened to his music beforehand. But
here, I got a song if you want to pause it.
it's God.
Okay.
No,
There
it's
we go.
culturally diverse.
And
Some
you got
goblin banging away on a street corner.
it. I've got a tin pan.
Dang it, Scarbles, calm down.
Never!
He's got the zoomies.
I'm going to Chin's Dine and Dance review.
Barrett's gonna give you guys kind of a tip of his hat. If you folks need any help, you know where my house is.
Yeah, an hour's drive away.
Much appreciated.
Your hospitality will be remembered. Thank you.
Stay safe, folks. And he zips on down the road in his little rickety pickup truck. Now,
What a nice random farmer man.
Sweet.
here we go. Ivan?
So, you said we're kind of in a farmer's market area?
Yes.
I look at Khurtin. Khurtin, perhaps you and me should go to here and look if we can find food since we're heading toward your place.
A little bit short on cash, but yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I need to go to the bank too.
Well, I don't have anything really at the bank. Let's be real. But I'm sure all the food that I had in my apartment's rotten by now, so might as well get some fresh supplies. Is anyone else surprised going to be staying with me?
I might drop on by, but I'll find my own place to sleep.
I mean, it might be a good place to meet, just in general.
Does anyone else have, what would you call it?
Residence?
Residence. That's generous, but does anyone else here have a residence in this fair city?
Nope.
Excellent.
I look at Nevo.
Thanks for volunteering, Khurtin.
I might have room on another couch. I can't offer much.
What about you? Looks at Nevo.
I actually don't know my circumstances. Forgot.
We never set up any, like, living accommodations for you. Like, you only gave me, like, a scant backstory. So,
Well, now's the time when you can make it up.
You totally live in the city. You have a mansion.
Wow,
Nice
great.
apartment.
No, he lives in a mausoleum.
No, yeah, I was gonna say he's a gravedigger. He lives in a shack near a graveyard.
Nevo, I would say you probably, considering your circumstances, you really don't have a place that you've called home, ever. You've just kind of been drifting from place to place.
Vagrant?
They're called transients. Thank you.
I thought they were just called hobos.
Hobones, man.
Hobones. Hobones and Buddy Bonesley.
The Bones Bros.
Oh dear.
So, Nevo, I would say you don't have any place to live in the city.
Yeah, I'm more like a wanderer and stuff.
Oh. Just, all of you, use what money you can, buy blankets and whatever you want to sleep in. And just come sleep in the apartment for a while. It's better than us wasting a lot of money on lodging.
Very generous on you. Can't wait to be sharing a space with 4 other men.
So, you all will have to wait outside the door for a minute while I tidy up. And
Didn't Simon say that he was willing to put your character up, Cat? Like in a room?
Did I?
What?
you
Did
Yeah.
when did he promise this?
You
That
said
was
thanks for
generous of you to
volunteering.
offer for me.
Uh-huh.
But no, of course.
No, I meant, didn't Simon offer to put, Alex in a room?
Not that I recall.
No, I really didn't.
That was
Oh.
Venom's character suggesting his
Oh yeah.
folks' house.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. He was gonna have his character meet with a girlfriend.
You just look around and he's gone.
We'll just say that Jack, the moment he got into town, was like, I gotta split. I got some people I need to meet.
The next we see him, there's just a dust cloud silhouette.
Oh, well, okay. We'll meet up. I'm sure he knows where to meet us.
Totally.
Why?
Your old gamer.
Yeah, my friends and I meet every Saturday to play Pathfinder and D&D, so...
Hi, Dragon's friend.
Feel him also. He might be sleeping if you go back.
Oh, yeah,
Be quiet.
yeah, it's fine. I'll be quiet.
I think I need to check out my figured it's let him sleep because I would have had to knock on the door because I don't have a key card.
Yeah, I expect that he's probably dealing with, like, a little bit of something.
How's your vowels?
We're working through it slowly. While it's not my turn and whatnot, I usually take care of this stuff. But, oh well. It works.
You find out it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. You ever do Shisan Nails?
This is just us standing outside while he's cleaning his apartment.
No, it's him trying to bargain down in the farmer's market.
We're just standing in the hallway listening to some roommates chatting.
All right. I'm guessing as you guys are heading on over to Khurtin's apartment, you guys can check your bank accounts.
Yep.
BRB.
Yep.
Thank
Yep.
Let me see here. Kat, when we rolled, your character had...
I have all my money in my character sheet.
Alex. Alex had
$15.
Ivan
I
had
have 13.
$13. Gypsy, you had
Simon,
you had $11 in your bank account.
Yes, he had.
shameful. Pocket change.
Nevo actually had
Still shameful.
$12 in his bank account. Which surprisingly you have. You just let me like, man, you really don't remember setting that up. And then you remember, oh wait, I'm Atlee and I'm over like several hundred years old. You probably set that up at some point and just forgot about it.
Huh.
$12 was the minimum deposit to start.
And I'm trying to remember because I had a hunt. You had given me an extra 100. At
Yes.
some point, did I get some? I have 25. I have it marked 25 copper, 121 gold.
You
was
stole
my total.
it
Got
from,
like $100. You got $100 from
and
Hold
you
on.
stole Simon's change from his clothes that he left,
You had the sense was from you guys working on the railroad.
or Ivan's change.
Basically, there's a
And then
mystery
he did-
$10, and I
then-
don't remember where that
and
came
then
from.
he gave me it. Wasn't the $10 the ones that Calvin gave you?
No, the
No, that's
50s.
100.
Yeah,
That's the 250s.
The 250s
I think
was
I'm pretty sure you stole Ivan's money from his clothes.
No, he gave it back.
No, I gave it back.
Maybe you
Oh well,
forgot
I'm
to
just
write
gonna put it back to 111 because I don't remember where there was a 10 marked and I don't know where it came from.
you give the
Oh, well.
you give the 10 to some beggar.
I give the 10 to I gave the 10 to the old man
Okay.
for
yeah.
all his trouble.
Nice. He'll
Yeah.
he'll happily accept that.
I wanted to give him a tip, but I have no money.
And Simon, I see you got an
you
exclamation point.
Oh,
Oh yes, sorry. For a second, I forgot that my character was named Simon. Right after that, because I was subtracting the. So I do want to run by, and get my stuff. I don't know what they would have done with it.
Okay. I believe, if I remember correctly, the one item that you're interested in, you hid it in your your previous
it's like
room.
It's like in a suitcase, a locked briefcase or something.
Any other stuff that you might have. Oh, let me put my thing on repeat. They'll probably have in like a lost and found area.
Okay,
Go.
then I will go retrieve my property at the same time that I'm checking the bank, and then catch back up.
Okay. As you walk on into the Silver Drake, familiar atmosphere about the place. You see the gentleman up at the front counter with his long handlebar mustache. Oh, Mr. Blakewell, it's good to see you again. We haven't seen you around here in a good while.
Let's say I let my revelry get the better of me. And say no more, right? I dearly apologize that you had to take care of my belongings during my extended leave from your lovely establishment.
Oh,
I'm back, by the way.
not a problem, Mr. Blakewell. We have your belongings in a safe, secure location for now.
You are excellent. I'll retrieve them now if you'd like. I believe I'll be staying here another night, but I'll check in later.
Excellent. And he goes into a back room and he retrieves a, let me see here. He retrieves a box of your or a suitcase of your stuff, your clothing and whatnot. Unfortunately, during your absence, we weren't exactly sure if you were coming back or not, so we did have to rent out your room to someone else. But we do have an open room available to you.
Oh, it was a lovely suite. Well, wait, how much was the? Remind me, what was the fee for an overnight stay again?
$5.
$5. Excellent. Put me down for another, and I slap down a 5.
Oh, thanks. And he gets you a key on the same floor that you were
On the same floor?
Yeah.
Excellent. And I'll be seeing you around, chap.
Have a good day, Mr. Blakewell.
And I grab my box of stuff. I go up to the floor. Key, settle into the room, set my stuff down, and look through. I'm going to look through. Everything is in there, right?
Yes.
Other than there was no funny business.
No.
Okay, good. So the next thing is that I need to go find the other piece of property, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's worth a stroll. Okay, so I'll stroll over there.
All right. Not too far. It's at the end of the hallway. You remember where it used to be.
Yeah. Okay, I go over. I look left, I look right. Is there anywhere in the hallway?
No.
As a full round action, I disguise myself as the man I just talked to.
Okay.
And then I knock on the door.
All right. The door immediately opens, and you are greeted by a wide-eyed man with hair that is like sticking up like static electricity, wearing nothing but a bathrobe. An open bathrobe.
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I seem to have caught you at a terrible time.
Both of his hands reach out, grab your shoulders.
Oh no.
That makes for an uncomfortable situation.
Okay.
I'm king of the world.
Oh no!
Oh, well.
Dad.
And
Well, indeed you are.
And then his arms like rise up to the sky like Solar from Dark Souls. I'm king of the world! And he wanders out into the hallway.
Well, while he's causing a distraction, I slip in.
He wanders over to
I close the door behind me so he can't get back in.
I'm king of the world!
I go to wherever I stashed my my special, more secure briefcase. Probably in like an air vent, like No Country for Old Men.
I believe we said that you stored it underneath your bed.
Oh yeah, attached it under the bed. Yeah, so I'll take that out.
You go wandering on into your room. This place is an absolute mess. There are beer balls everywhere. You find like an opium pipe off to the
Oh
side.
god. Everything's
I knew
on
it.
fire, right?
It's high as hell.
This guy's pretty active for opium.
You find the suitcase underneath your bed. Underneath
Excellent.
what used to be your bed.
Oh God.
Just because it's a pipe doesn't mean that, opening is in it. There could very
You know
well
what? I'll go ahead and take a look in his. Does he have any pants strewn about that might have a wallet in them?
Roll perception.
They're huge.
Bravo, sir.
You got it.
You're famously good at those, as you like to tell us.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Are you serious?
As you are wandering
Clean
through
this
your
man out.
As you are wandering through this guy's apartment, you're like, God, this place is an absolute mess. You find a taxidermy deer wearing a pair of tuxedo slacks.
Oh shit!
Amazingly, you find his wallet in the tuxedo slacks.
Oh my God! How much cash and stuff was in there?
Let me roll.
What is this man's name? Does he have an idea? I must know.
His name is Gilbert.
God bless you, Gilbert.
Gilbert Crackhead.
He's currently got $6 in his wallet.
Hey, it's something. I take the $6 as a finder's fee. Thanks for. That's what grabbing my shoulders and making me very nervous about the next advance you're about to make.
So now we know exactly how much that advance costs.
I'll add that to my character sheet, and then I will slip out.
All right. Gilbert, as you wander back out into the hallway, Gilbert is in a full sprint down the hallway without his bathrobe.
If no one else is around, I drop my once I've closed the door, I drop my disguise.
All right. As you are kind of slinking on back to this room, Gilbert turns a corner, and you hear this female, "Ah! I'm king of the world! Behold my scepter!"
Lovely.
So basically, I just got to stay here for free. Actually, I made $1 getting to stay here.
Fun fact: $6 would have been about $77 today.
It's a good hotel.
It is a wonderful hotel. I'll grab a. Oh, you know
It's a
what?
wonderful life.
I'll grab a meal here too. There's a buffet, surely.
Meals are served directly to your room.
Oh dear. Then I'll wait until later.
All right.
I'll come back for a wonderful dinner.
Okay. So
A bit of caviar.
Sorry, I've only been in personally as the player. I've only been in a low class establishment with a breakfast bar.
all right.
We can't
The
all
most
be
fancy accommodation was the buckets and ice that you could have.
So, you guys figure out what you're going to do. There's going to be
I'll catch up.
There's going to be a week-long period for downtime for you guys to either make some money. Khurtin, you can check in on the flyer that you found. Ivan, you can go donate that stuff that you had to the museum.
Yeah, but first I need to find info about that place. Because, fun fact, Ivan's never been here or been in a big city.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like someone called the fire department on the crackhead.
Must not have ended well for him. But no, my character could help Ivan out getting to the museum.
Okay. So,
He probably knows most of the city by now to a degree.
yeah, I would say a lot like any other New Yorker. You could go up to someone and be like, "Hey, can you show me where so and so is?" And they'll just point you in that direction. Even if you didn't know.
Ivan walking up to the museum. Guy walks up to him. "Hey, sir, want to buy a watch? These are genuine, one of a kind." "Ooh, these look nice." Khurtin just dragging him away.
It's a great system.
All right.
Scene. Good job, lady.
All right. So, throw your hands up, and we will go in order of who wants to do what. Okay.
Whoopsie.
And then
Tom.
and then Nevo, and then Alex
then
will be
Cat.
last. All right.
Wow.
So, Khurtin, we'll start with you.
Sure. So the first thing that he would probably want to do is to check out his apartment, because I don't personally know what is all in there, and I would like to know.
It's a small, like, bachelor apartment. I
one
wouldn't
bedroom, one bath. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's like a studio apartment, but yeah, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. You've been paying for this place off your like army wages. It's been kind of just a nice, quiet place for you to kind of just like settle down, relax. All in all, not terribly big, but comfortable for you.
Now it's about to get very cramped. That's for sure. But that's all right. And then, would you mind? I know we had discussed last
yes.
week what all of our contents was, but if you don't mind DMing me what all my character had
Yes.
as far as equipment.
So this is what you're going to have. Other than $1.50 in your bank account, in your character sheet, you can put, or on the tabs, you can push compendium, and you can drag out, you can type in outfit. Let me see here. We'll count your military outfit as an explorer's outfit. You can just click and drag those items into your character sheet, and it'll add in like the weight and what all they do.
Oh, where's that?
So have your character sheet open, and then on the eye where you have like the journal and the music and the stuff, you can click compendium, which is the eye, and in that search bar you can actually click and drag stuff.
Oh, wow. Neat.
So you can drag an explorer's outfit into your stuff. Let me know when you got that done.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't count as like armor at all, does it?
Yeah, it'll also have armor and weapons and stuff. Type in dagger.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Finally get rid of the prison shank.
Let me know when you got that done.
Okay.
For your armor, it is going to be classified as a chain shirt, but for aesthetic purposes, we'll say it's like a breastplate
in,
and
yeah.
some like really like light armor. So you can click and drag a chain shirt into your inventory.
Okay.
And your gun, which you have kept in a suitcase next to your bed. In your attack, we'll have to enter this in manually.
On Titan.
This is what's known as a Redwall Warbine. It deals 1d10. Has a range of 90. Has an ammo capacity of 6. Which that ammo capacity you just have to write down in the notes, because the Pathfinder sheets don't have anything for ammo capacity.
Alright.
And critical is ×4, like pretty much all guns. And it weighs 13 pounds. And because it's a simple firearm, it'll use simple two-handed firearm ammunition, which I think you picked up a little bit of.
Yeah, I think I had like 7.
Yeah. So you can get a full clip plus 1 extra.
And then there's no modifier stuff, right? With any of the rolls?
No modifiers on that other than the stuff they have from your class.
Okay. You see, crit 20 multiplier, you said times 4?
Yes, crit multiplier is times 4.
Alright, I think I'm good. Cool.
Okay, cool. So, there's your sniper rifle.
Whew. Got my baby back. And then the last thing that he would want to do with his apartment is anything as far as his original military ID that has his real name. He's going to want to hide that away so that the crew doesn't know who he really is.
Okay, you can stuff that into a closet or your sock drawer or something.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Will that be everything?
Aside from that, just general tidying up, getting rid of or putting away empty scotch bottles.
Hide your porno mags.
Oh no, he's a dick. He's a decent man. Come on.
All right.
Playboy. It's classic.
Ivan?
Not like Ivan in his cell. So Ivan would not actually go to the museum first. He would actually ask Khurtin question.
Potential answer.
Is there anywhere in this city or potential place that they store information that public can use?
You mean a library?
Wait, that's actually the thing in this country?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Where would that be?
He would point to him in the direction of the nearest conclave of knowledge, also known as the library.
The New Vidnolic Public Library.
Okay. Ivan would walk towards that direction.
Okay.
He'd also make sure everyone has the general address to where his apartment is, so that no one's getting lost.
Okay. So, there's that. So, Ivan, you start making your way on down to the public library. It's very big. It's got these 2 giant stone lions out front. Place is absolutely
I was honestly
huge.
expecting stone chimeras.
This place is huge.
Okay. I guess Ivan would enter it.
Okay. In which case, it looks like people can just go about, you can just enter on in and go about reading. I'm guessing you're going to want to be looking for genealogy stuff? Is that what I remember you telling me?
Yes, but I would essentially look for the place who looks like, or a person who looks like they are in charge, since Ivan doesn't really know what a librarian is.
It looks like there's a woman up at a front desk, tending to a typewriter.
He'll go up to that woman. Excuse me, miss?
Hello, sir. How can I help you today?
Spot on.
Yes, are you the record keeper of this place?
I can help you get whatever you need to, sir. What can I help you out with?
I'm curious if there are anything. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. I'm wondering if there is any information on the name Yolman, or if I can find anything here on that name.
She kind of thinks for a second. You're gonna want to be more specific, sir.
I am looking for records on name of Yeoman.
Oh, okay. She pulls out a book. No, she pulls out a couple of them. They look like giant ledgers. And she starts flipping through a few of them.
Yeah, would she not be pointing me like to the Alexandria thing?
Let me see here.
Because Alexandria was made by this point.
Let me see here. Are you looking for genealogy, history? What are you looking for?
Either or.
All right. History will be section 5E. That's going to be near the back. And genealogy, if you're looking for records, that's going to be in the heritage department. That's going to be like the 3 aisles to the left of here.
Okay. He'll head to 3 aisles to the left of here.
All right. So,
Oh.
let me see here. Let me see what the check is to start doing a bunch of research. Because research does take a little while. I'm going to say you pretty much have all knowledges. So I'm going to have you roll a knowledge of history. And we're going to see how long it's going to take you.
Okay. I look through the various books to find Yeoman. Let's see. Your time, your log, you'll never believe this. Wait, this is in wrong alphabetical order. And that doesn't even start with YU.
Alright.
Okay, so knowledge history, you said?
Knowledge of history.
18.
18. God dang. Alright. It takes you about 2 hours of digging through books. You learn really quickly, because you're Atlan, you live for a really frickin' long time. You kind of realize as you're looking through this, Jasper was human, which means that, humans breed a lot more often than Atlans do, which means that names get passed down far, far quicker than in any Atlan society. So you're looking through here trying to trace any, like, heritage of Yeoman, and you're quickly realizing, okay, so we have cousins, third cousins, eighth cousins, like...
Why do humans breed like this?
Like,
Oy,
it's the descendants sort of thing, whereas the third era ended a little over, 2,000 years ago, so, you're dealing with a lot of a large generational gap between nowadays and when Jasper's sister, might have lived.
I mean, are you sure it's really that far out? We're talking royalty here. A lot of times that shit's a circle.
Unless it's a King Ralph situation.
Well.
And plus the royalty, dissolved quickly into the fourth era.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, while you could probably track down a descendant of Yeoman, you're probably going to be tracking down hundreds, of potential descendants.
Let's see, there's Francis Yeoman, there's Heimlich Yeoman.
There's Yulbert Yeoman.
There's Wade Yeoman. Who the fuck names their kid Wade? That's what you do in the water.
And Keith. Oh, Keith.
Real talk, that's a terrible name. Never named your kids. Or Tegan. It's awful names.
Wow.
And here's when we learn Gypsy's actual name is Keith.
Yeah, Keith. You gotta sit there and take that, Keith.
Yeah, as a Keith who is born and was given the name Keith, I'm very offended.
As you should be, Keith. All right.
Kick a Keith,
So-
Dave.
So, Ivan, that's what you find in your research.
Okay, since it's probably 2 hours later, what time is it right now?
I would say, I'd say it's about like 12 o'clock. It's noonish right now.
Okay. I would go to, the person I was talking to earlier.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I am new to the city. Could you tell me where a museum would be?
That's gonna be 2 blocks down. You're gonna want to take a left, not a right. If you find yourself in front of the giant dinosaur, then you've gone too far.
Ivan looks at her like she just spoke some alien language to him.
You'll know what I talk about if you see it.
Okay. He'll go left.
2 blocks down, take a left. Remember that.
Okay.
Not a right.
Go through it, not over.
There you go.
I don't think Ivan knows exactly what a block is. Because he was from like a very small rural city. He didn't really hang around big cities.
Then I'll have you roll a survival check to see how well you get through the city.
Very well, I'll roll for the concrete jungle.
Oh shit, I wish I was there to help.
Or exactly how I thought it was going to be. All right.
Oh no.
As long as that's the case, we are going to jump over to Simon.
Hilarious.
I'm fine with that.
All right. Well,
Lost as fuck.
first thing I do, there's some business to take care of in the hotel room.
Okay.
I open up the case and I take out the what's it called? What is it called in this system?
Do you want to
Sphere.
describe it to everyone?
Okay. First off, I take out Sweet Brunhilde. I take out Simon's custom gunblade. It's got a revolver-based handle with a special device, almost like a double-ended sheath that the revolver has attached into, and on the other end, it has amalgamated a saber, a dueling saber, into one clean weapon that can both make melee attacks and fire bullets. I begin the process of taking out the old saber and adapting it so that I can attach my new magic sword.
Okay. Let me see here.
Which doesn't actually... it isn't...
Alright, with a little bit of finagling, you were able to get this custom modification kind of finagled onto there. It's a little awkward. You're not able to, like, remove any of the parts of the sword.
No,
so you're kind of like...
but I can kind of try to incorporate it into the design.
You kind of try to, like, slip the revolver handle onto one of the cross guards.
I'm trying to remember which one I had. Hold on, let me pull up my note. Where's the notes?
Let me see here. You had...
Where's our note document? Oh, found it.
What sword did you grab?
Let's check it out.
I think you had...
Not Nelid, not...
Oh yeah, you did have Nailed.
Oh, did I have Nelid? Varen's Bane. One up and one down slightly.
So yeah, you had its hilt, or its crossguard, one of them kind of bent downwards into a crescent shape, and the other one...
down one, if it's a two-bladed sword, correct? It's a long sword?
Yes.
Okay, so the one that curves out is in front of my hand, and the one that curves back is above my hand.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
And then I kind of make it so the connection meets up with the crossguard into a nice little swoop as it turns into the pistol handle.
Okay. Alright, so with a little bit of finagling, you managed to get your revolver parts strapped onto Nailed.
And I place it up my sleeve. Where to go?
Alright.
I will also grab a certain set of special clothing, and I will also put that up my sleeve.
Okay.
And then I will close that. I will head back out. Okay, what did I want to do? I also wanted to go find the... I'm hoping I can catch them, because I also wanted to go to the museum.
Okay. Let me see how we want to do this. I
don't mind being last.
I could have you roll survival and see if you manage to track down Ivan.
Sure, I can try that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Allow me to link something.
All right.
As someone who has roughed it out in the I do have a +4 racial bonus on survival checks in urban and underground settings.
Okay, cool. So roll me that survival check. We will justify this as you kind of looking for your companions as you're wandering through the streets.
Yeah, or maybe just noticing that I've heard about a weird Atlan with an accent asking people. 23.
Okay.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
As you are kind of rummaging around the city, let me see what happens. Here we go.
Storm.
Okay. Give me a minute.
Um,
Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you end up finding Ivan stumbling around like the back streets, kind of causing a commotion. He's freaking out a little bit.
I start yelling to people in Mulan.
I walk up behind him.
All right.
And
I'm just frantically yelling at random people in Mulan.
I sneak up behind him, I turn myself into Ivan, and I tap him on the shoulder.
Oh!
Help! I am beside myself!
Ivan looks at... are you
I drop the disguise. It seems you've got lost, old chap.
Yes, I have.
It's a big city. Allow me to guide you on your wonderful first exploration into civilization. And I put my arm around his shoulder.
All right. So you'll start to lead Ivan over to the museum. We'll jump over to Nevo real quick because he's been waiting patiently.
Yes.
How long have I been walking by?
Hold on. There's one more playful prank here. Oh, 13. Not a good roll. I attempt to pickpocket the turtle. I don't do anything weird with it. I just put him on my shoulder or something without him noticing.
All right. Ivan, I need you to roll perception.
Okay. Can I
Please
have a
roll low.
Since I have a telepathic link?
No.
Oh.
Roll perception.
Roll low. Roll low.
I'm so shell-shocked. I'm so shell-shocked right now.
Ivan. Ivan.
In more way than one.
Ivan. As you're kind of Ivan, as you are wandering by Simon, like you're getting anxiety real bad. You're just so not used to the city. You kind of reach down and you grab. Hold on, give me 1 second. I had a nose jamming me in the face. There we go. You are going to reach down to get a hold of Vladimir, to kind of hold him as your support turtle. And as you kind of reach back and you start to stroke his shell, you realize, man, Vladimir's really soft and squishy today. And you look down, you're holding somebody's baby.
Wait, what?
Huh?
You went to go reach.
Person holding him?
You go to reach down to grab your turtle. You're holding somebody else's kid, and there's a woman looking right next to you with an empty baby stroller. Like, what the hell are you doing?
I give her kind of a sheepish grin and starts saying in the Mulan tongue, "Sorry, madam, I believe this is your property." It's my baby!
He's very confused.
Apologies. Still in Mulan, by the way.
She snatches the kid from you, gives you the stink eye, and
Hey, Storm.
hustles down. Yes.
I'm gonna DM you something really quick.
Okay, we'll head on over to Nevo.
Let me know if you need a babysitter.
You were just in so much awe. You wanted to hold something. You were like, Vladimir. No, wait. Somebody else's kid. All right, Nevo.
Yeah.
Your turn. What would you like to do while you're in the city?
Kind of want to skirt around the back streets, considering I have a undead dog. I don't want to, Devil's pretty smart. He thinks that people aren't going to be, cool with that. So he'll try to find like a shop that sells like, I think he'll look for like a clothing shop of some sort.
Okay.
Does
You end up going around. Let me see what you find. Okay, yeah, it's not that hard. This city has like department stores. It's got like smaller shops that you can end up finding. Not too hard. They're like a dime a dozen.
And he'll look for like a big blue poncho, like something to cover the entire of the dog, and then cover his head too.
Big old poncho. Okay, let me see. What you end up finding. As you're kind of zipping on through, you end up finding like a Halloween store, or a costume shop. You end up finding a place that has like, ironically, skeleton costumes, ghost costumes. You think that you can probably scramble something together to make something.
I'll go for it.
Okay. Let me see here. Nothing too pricey. It cost you like 50 cents. They don't seem like the owner doesn't seem too troubled by you bringing like a skeledog wandering into his place.
Yeah, get up the convenience store.
It's the big city, I mean. I don't think-
What's the price again?
50 cents. Half a dollar. Bruh.
I'm sure if you give them $1, it would basically, they would give you change.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of us have 50 cents.
How much money you had me roll last time when we were doing that, honestly?
As I said last time, you
$11.
Tom,
No, I thought that was me.
Tom actually has $12 in his bank account. So you'll 50 cents, that'll bring you down to $11.50. Ugh.
So 1 copper piece is essentially like $1.
One gold piece is $1.
Yeah. You got the dollar, you got gold, which is your dollars, silver, which is your dimes, and then pennies, or copper, which is your pennies.
Right.
And if we're wanting to convert gold to dollars, we just basically move the decimal place 2 places to the left.
One place.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, 1 place.
So you got a poncho for your dog. For Buddy Bonesley.
Like, put it on him.
He doesn't seem to mind. It fits him comfortably, and it does kind of hide. It kind of looks like a thinner dog wearing a big ol' sheet. Like a raincoat.
Make his way back to, like, the meeting area.
Okay. So you start making your way on back to, towards, Khurtin's apartment. Okay.
Oh,
that case-
Storm, I don't know if you got my DM.
Hold on. Yeah, I got your DM.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Please, curtains, please.
And then we'll jump on over to Kat, to Alex, and then we'll jump back to the
my.
museum.
Oh, moi?
Did you have anything you were wanting to do during your downtime?
Yeah, there was some stuff, mostly getting stuff. Take a look around Curtin's apartment first, I suppose.
Okay.
And, yep.
Yeah, it's definitely like a bachelor's apartment.
Delightful. I'll dump out all the papers on the nearest, clearest table, surface, whatever.
Okay.
Yes, he has probably a small table with probably 2 or 3 chairs.
Excellent. I dump out all of what's-his-butt's notes. I assume somebody else is carrying the spell book because I'm no longer interested in it.
Okay.
And all the rest of the contents of the medical bag that I stole, and I pick through the shit and figure out stuff that I'm just gonna dump off at some pawn shop or whatever. Stuff it back in the bag, and we popped by a bank on the way here, right? So I have my money.
Yes.
Cool, I'm gonna go shopping by...
Alright. So I'm trying to remember. Do you remember what items you were going to go grab? You have that list, right?
Yep. Clothes. Cigarettes. For
Okay.
stuff.
Extra character leaves my curtain says, please bring back some kind of groceries too, if you don't mind.
Okay, you can pay me back, I guess.
I'm letting you stay here. The least you can do is help.
Yeah, okay, whatever, I guess.
Alright.
I guess I'll stop by a grocery store, too.
Alright.
But first, clothes and cigarettes.
Okay. So yeah, you end up jumping on over to like a department store, running through, grabbing anything that you need. Let me see.
Get myself a new pair of clothes, or set of clothes, so that I have 2 whole sets. Wow. And cigarettes for sure, and a lighter.
Okay.
That's another thing. And then I guess I'll go to a grocery store real quick. I know how to cook, so like, I don't know, ingredients for like enchiladas or something.
Okay. Let me see what we can price on food.
Just grocery. 90.
I'm gonna say, are you buying a lot of groceries, or just like groceries for the week, or?
Yeah, for the week, like, it's just stuff that I know how to cook personally. I don't know what the fuck you guys like to eat.
Okay.
Basically,
So you're gonna be eating a lot of Mexican food.
so it seems like the usual amount to buy for like a meal would be like 70 cents.
Shit.
You can get a pound of bread for 10 cents.
I'm
Pound of
looking
bacon
up.
for 50 cents.
I'm looking up like just rations.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna like, if it's gonna be really basic food, so
Yeah, rice and vegetables and broth.
here we go. Okay,
Beans.
so it'd be 5 cents per day of food for one person, so
Like 35 cents.
yeah.
Let's make it an even 50.
Okay, go ahead. So you end up grabbing like 50 cents worth of like like Insta ramen.
Hey, I said Mexican food stuff.
Okay, yeah.
If I'm gonna cook.
Okay. So yeah, you
So
end up
tortillas and I don't know.
and like
Yeah. Tortillas, rice, broth, beans, vegetables.
okay, cool.
Coffee.
Basic shit.
Some kind of red sauce.
Sure, coffee.
Red sauce.
Coffee.
Hey,
That's
I said
an actual
vegetables. I
thing.
can make my own goddamn red sauce.
Yeah.
Cheaper to buy like some onions and tomatoes and shit.
True.
Anyway, so I get food for people. I'm like, ugh, okay, I'm gonna go buy a bag to carry this shit in. Gonna pawn off the bag that I have with the random crap that I don't need in it. See what I can get at a pawn shop real quick. I don't know. I figure I can probably find a pretty decent place because I know where the fuck I'm going.
Whoops. All right. Bag path thin Fandarth.
Do you need me to like write down all the prices? Because I put them all down.
Oh, did we get the prices for the stuff you were wanting to sell?
Yeah, if you look in your DMs to me, it's like the thing right above what
There
you
we
were
go.
messaging me earlier.
Okay, then yeah, then I don't have to look that over again. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I got
you go,
everything.
So you go through, you end up selling off like the stuff you don't need to like thrift stores or pawn shop, as you want to call it. Let me see here. You make back the money that we talked about on Discord, and you start heading through and start picking up all the stuff that was on your shopping list.
Don't think you told me how much money I'd get for that stuff.
Oh, fuck, nooses spruces. Okay. Can you list off the items for
A
me?
medicine bag full of keys. A medicine bag full of keys.
I'll say if they don't want the keys. Keys are useless. The medicine bag. Medicine bag they'll give you like 50 cents for.
Alright, I'll to make that up for the shopping that I did. And then I buy the clothes, backpack, cigarettes, lighter. And then after all that, I'll probably look for some tools. And I don't know, if I see something probably in like a thrift store, I'll grab a gas mask.
Okay.
So that'll be all the shit that I was interested in. Oh, and a newspaper on the corner just to see what the fuck's up and if anybody's noticed the deadly sun man that's coming to town.
Okay. I'll say, while you are shopping for tools, you end up wandering into like a military surplus store that has like a bunch of leftover equipment from the war.
MRE.
Where you can
MREs.
find most of your tools. You do end up finding a gas mask.
Nice. 250.
250. Looks like it was another item kind of left over from the war. Doesn't look like it's been used at all.
Yeah, I'll chop off the goggles part when I get back.
Okay.
Just stuff it in my brand new backpack, along with the rest of my crap, and see what the newspaper has to say if I grab it from a paper boy on the corner.
All right. Reading on through.
Extra, we don't have it.
Crippled paper boy can't run after people who take his paper. Probably shouldn't say that.
I give him his 5 cents.
Thank you, ma'am. 5 pence for a cripple. All right, you're looking.
Yeah, don't try to guilt
We see,
me.
we then
You
see him
little
walk
scoundrel.
away.
Gets out of his wheelchair. All right. You're not seeing anything in there about Anatar. You are seeing an article in there about the eclipse that happened a couple days back. It looks like...
Just a weird light thing.
Let me see here.
I'm guessing.
All right, here we
also
go.
Mentions the destruction of the jail.
There is no mention of the jail.
It's only been like a couple days.
There is, observatories have noticed a strange, unscheduled eclipse. Normal, like, meteorologists or lunar scientists have, like, no idea where it came from, leading some people to speculate, that it might have been magic cause. There's a lot of theory floating around right now. You see, like, a small sub-article, like, within that story, people claim that they saw something, like, drop down from the eclipse, and you're seeing, like, a smaller, like, title above that, Men from Space?
That sounds
Excellent.
crazy.
Alright, I'd fold up the newspaper and stick it in my bag.
Okay.
And, yeah, I think I'll roam a little bit, sort of keep an eye out
No.
for...
It's New Vignolia. Rome is in Italy.
Har har. ROAM, asshole. And keep an eye out for, like, the seedy bits, because I know how to recognize those, and just take notes in my head before heading back to the apartment.
Okay.
Familiarize myself.
Okay. It's a big city. This is definitely like a port town. There are people from all over the world kind of gathering here and there. You have humans, Atlans, you have the tiny little Umbran folk, you have Nafine by the dozen, you have the Valkyrie, the bird folk, or the harpy folk, wandering around.
Oh.
And you see, kind of in like the New Age districts where you start to like see magic shops aplenty, there are these large, like, humanoids made from gleaming crystal, and they're wearing like loose togas and carrying around staves with them, and they're all like playing. Like, one of them is over by this shop that has, like, just a crate filled with, like, really polished rocks, and it's kind of, like, sticking its finger into the rocks, and just, like a kid in a candy store, just kind of playing with them. Let me
Also, what the fuck?
You can
A
roll.
gnome
Any
walks
sign
by.
of any...
Hey, I'm walking here.
Gnomes don't exist.
No.
Gnolls don't exist. Let me see here.
Any sign of any shady business? I don't know what time it is, so it might not be shady o'clock.
Yeah, it is not exactly the shady time. It's like noon. It's like afternoon right now. A lot of open business.
Just keep an eye out for back alleys and, I don't know, seedy businesses that look like they might have a back room.
Okay.
And chain smoking all the while.
In that case, while you are shopping, we'll jump on over to Ivan and Simon.
Okay.
Question.
No.
How long was I walking around aimlessly?
That is a good question. You're not even sure yourself.
I checked Calvin's watch.
Okay. I would say you were walking around for a good hour, 30 minutes.
Damn.
I put the watch back into my jacket.
It's a big city. There's lots of trolleys. They block your way. Alright.
So I'll help lead my boy to where he wants to go.
Okie dokie.
Oh, this city is confusing. How do people get around here?
You just feel it, I guess. It's not quite the same. Usually I'm used to horse carriages, but, well, footing it like the common folk, it can be enjoyable. Honestly, it's how I prefer it.
Were you not in military?
With that, Simon noticeably seems a little miffed. No. Unfortunately, I was not.
I see.
I was of age in time to serve in the last year, but... well, let's just say my upbringing was stifling.
He's going to look at you. Sorry, let me try to remember. I'm just trying to look at my character sheet really quick. Just, what would people refer to, like, this language as? Would they refer to it as Terralingua or Low Common?
Terralingua.
Yeah, King's Vignovian is, or Low Common is kind of like a...
Is like American English.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll just say, apologies. Terralingua is not exactly first language. It's stifling. Could you explain?
Have you ever... when you were little, did your mother or father ever hug you real tight and never let go? Not for a long time, like a really long hug, like a bear's grip.
Yeah, my mother and father would hug me, but I would spend possibly days not seeing them.
Well, my whole teenage life was like that. All the way up to adulthood, really.
Oh, I see.
I like to stretch my legs, let's say.
He'll just kind
No,
of
it's...
look around awkwardly, not knowing what to say.
No, I mean, I figure we're talking while we're walking.
Yeah. He's just kind of...
Yeah, Simon seems kind of lost in thought, looking around at the sides, keeping his bearing. You actually do have to look where you're going when you walk.
As you guys are strolling on down.
Yeah, as we were talking...
One thing is be careful not to trip on the pole.
Excuse me?
The homeless, you know. You'll never know when there's someone who's going to be just sleeping there on the street.
Ivan trips over a homeless man. Don't go!
Yeah, get out of here.
Again, Emolin. Sorry.
Get out of here.
Ivan catches up with Simon.
Yeah, he got out of here. Rolls over, pulls the newspaper back over him. All right.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, how long will it take us to navigate there?
As I keep trying to say, eventually you guys end up finding your way on down to the library.
Library. Oh, right, it was the library.
The museum. The museum.
I was like, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically the National New York Museum.
All right. So as it comes into sight, as we arrive up on the curb in front of it, I point up at it and say, take a good look. We've arrived.
Oh, how did I miss building this big?
And as he's staring at it, I pull out Vladimir. I say, and I hold it up to my. So if Ivan is on my left, I have Vladimir in my right hand, and I hold him up to my ear, and I go, "What's that? No, I don't know why I couldn't find it either. Thanks for the directions, Vladimir."
I look at Simon. Dude,
He's been leading the way the whole time. Here you go.
he grabs Vladimir and starts to pet him.
Here's your emotional support, turtle.
I put him in my pocket.
Service animal, right?
That's a
What?
second lesson about walking on these streets, Ivan. Watch your pockets.
I see.
That maneuver when I put my arm around your shoulder, that's just the kind of thing they'll do.
I see. Ivan will walk towards the front. And not knowing how a museum works, he'll walk past the...
You know how a door works.
No, I'm saying not knowing how a museum works. Because there's usually somebody near the... There's someone usually outside the door who asks for admissions.
Not
Western
really.
doorknob so weird. Which way you twist?
Okay, I'm walking the door.
Okay. You head on inside. It is a natural history museum. There's a big, wide opening, or sort of the grand foyer area. You see a counter in front of you, and behind them, hanging from the ceiling, is a full-on, like, blue whale skeleton.
Ivan kind of stutters seeing the blue whale skeleton.
Oh, we should have brought Nevo.
No, we should not.
No.
I go to the desk in front of me.
The mischief he could get up to.
Hello, is anybody here?
You wander on up. You see a guy sitting at the front counter. How can I help you today?
Yes, who is owner or proprietor of building?
The city of New Vidnolik.
Is there nobody in charge of the place who is currently here?
Oh. Do you...
The curator?
Curator? Do you have an appointment?
Or
I need appointment.
they're a busy person, I'm sure.
Usually are pretty busy running an entire museum.
I have finding that I want to donate, or not donate. Finding I want to give to museum.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I can call up our... Oh, whoops, there's my timer. Reset that.
Oh, what were you setting a timer for, miss?
I can get you in touch with our research people, and they'll be more than happy to take a look at what you have. Oh, kisses. Hold on.
Okay.
Mic disconnected.
Mic disconnected?
Jets.
Oh no, sir. Do you have a frog in your throat? You wish to donate this free of charge.
Did you swallow Vladimir? No, you're supposed to pet it.
Oh god, I feel like I was having weird brain issue where brain suddenly turned off.
That's called a stroke, sir, and you'll want to go see a doctor about it.
But in the meantime,
if you have something you'd like to donate, we can, like I said, we can get you in touch with our research department and they can take a look at what you have.
Yes, that would be acceptable.
I'm trying to remember. What is he trying to donate again? Is
The
it
sword human
Oh, that's
and the
right.
cape.
Do you mind if I see what you have by chance? I can find the proper person.
It's a fascinating piece of history.
He will remove the sword from his back, which is currently wrapped up in yeoman's cape.
Delicately.
Yes, it is actually very neatly rolled up. He will then unfurl it slowly.
Okay.
If she has a surface to do it on.
All right, you do that just right on the counter. The guy nods, and he kind of pushes his chair on over to a telephone, starts to make a few calls. Eventually, you are
I roll
greeted.
it back up,
You are greeted by an Atlan woman.
making sure that there's no crease or wrinkle. Sorry.
Hello there, I am Oceana
Okay.
of the Natural History Museum. How can I help you today?
A pleasure.
I understand that you have something you wish for us to take a
yes,
look
I
at.
have item. Yes, it is good to meet you. He
What is-
will. He will. He looks around. Is there some place you would like to show me, or should I show you here?
It's still laid out right here. She just walked up.
It's
can-
currently rolled up again.
I can take you on back to one of our labs.
Excellent,
that
excellent.
All right. She kind of
With
leads.
sunlight.
She kind of leads you back into one of the staff-only rooms. Kind of a smaller room. It's got a couple of researchers in there who are. Looks like they're like tidying up recent
Yeah.
stuff that's been brought in to the museum. A bunch of them have like their like really thick glasses on, kind of wiping away, and like uniform tablets with little brushes, being very delicate.
Okay.
Simon.
I just wanted to note that I'm making a note of the place as I case this joint.
All
Especially
right.
the security
God damn it.
of...
Duly noted.
Are you gonna try to Ocean's 11 this place?
I mean, not until I see something that we need or want, that I just happen to want a lot.
All right. Duly noted.
Gypsy, your character astounds me. I thought your character was supposed to be loaded or something like that, yet he's a common criminal.
There's some layers here.
I look forward to seeing it, don't get me wrong, but again, for right now,
He is an uncommon criminal.
I would say robbing the National Museum of History is not a common crime.
I'll give you that, but it's still petty theft. Or probably not
yes.
grand theft.
Yeah, it's more like grand larceny, sir.
Thank you.
yes,
I couldn't
the
find the
heart
word.
of-
Slate.
Pomona, the world's largest cubic zirconium,
All right.
Your beat.
Thank
I ordered
She.
food.
encased in pure diamond.
All right. She motions for you to put down the sword and the cloak onto a table in between you guys.
He will put down the sword and slowly unravel it.
All right. She will motion for two other staff members to kind of approach. And she is going to roll, see what she knows.
Ivan would state all we
Indeed.
really.
I am there too.
Yeah, I just say all we would really. all we really know is that this sword belonged to a king known as Jasper Yulman.
Jasper Yulman. She kind of thinks for a
Yes.
second. He was actually not a king. He was the prince, the only son of King Yulman of Kanov. You say that this sword belonged to him?
Yeah, duh.
What makes you believe that?
I look at Simon awkwardly.
Oh, it's all right. There's nothing wrong with what we did. We discovered.
We encountered
What?
his dead body. He
Wh-
says
no.
outright.
No. We encountered what you might call a shadow vault.
And then we met his
Oh.
and then we met his animated dead body.
Hey now. Don't get ahead of yourself with wild stories. They only need to know where this came from and the history, and as much history as we can provide.
But Comrade Simon, we did encounter his dead body. He was standing there talking to us.
Whether we can prove that or not is irrelevant to the substance of the donation we might be interested in making.
We'll be able to prove
No,
that in
do
just
you
a
not
second.
remember when he tried to jump us? his ankle.
Simon's like patting Ivan. I'm like, no, it's okay. Oversharing is share reasonably.
High and low is.
But yes, it was. It just happened to be down an old well on the estate of an old farmer.
She nods.
You know,
She nods.
Great place for finding swords.
Oh yes, we also found this. Pulls out his sword.
There was a mysterious light, so we thought, hey, let's go investigate. We offered to do it, and well, this was the first place we thought of when we thought, what would be a good home for these priceless artifacts?
You see one of the younger staff members kind of look up to Oceana. If another shadow vault's been opened, then that's good news. We can add another one to the catalog. I think that is true.
Oh
All
yes,
right.
we also found this. I pull out
Yeah.
the mirror blade.
We heard you. We
Whoa.
heard you, young man.
I,
One thing at a time.
I'm like, stop.
We'll be more than happy to take a look at that. You just have to give us one thing at a time, young man. First and
This
foremost-
one's not for donation.
All right. Then, like I said, one thing at a time. First, we have to focus on this blade in front of us. If it is truly the blade of Jasper Yulman, like you claim it is, then that would be a good historical thing to add to our museum, or a good bit of historical knowledge that we can add.
Oh,
And it's from the local flavor.
If you'll give me 1
Oh.
second to confirm something. And you see
excuse
her...
me, one other.
Nope. She holds up her finger to you. Like, hush. And she unwraps the cloak. And you see her take the blade in hand. And she begins to cast a spell. I will allow either of you to roll spellcraft. Let's see what
I
this might be.
think I have one guest over the table, but let's see what Simon might or might not know. Let's see here. Where's my spellcraft? Damn, 8.
Simon, you are a little distracted by some of the artifacts in here. You're like, man, for a museum of old stuff, there's not a lot of gold in here. It's all dusty clay tablets.
Where's the Ark of the Covenant?
Listen. The value of the item isn't necessarily the monetary value. Like, it doesn't need to be shiny to be worth something.
Ivan, you're not able to tell exactly what she's doing, but you do recognize this as magic from the divination sphere.
It's legend lore.
It's totally legend lore.
She You see her close her eyes, and it looks like she's concentrating real hard as she's holding onto this blade. And after about a minute or so, she opens her eyes back up. You weren't lying. Alright.
Yes, something else? If I may say this now?
Oh, so you're not a couple of charlatans.
Yes, sir?
No, certainly not.
The cape that it was wrapped in also belonged to Yorman.
I saw that as well. I could see it quite clearly as I see both of you. It draped around his shoulders and this blade at his waist.
Ooh.
Did you also see him?
Oh, the memory of the... Oh, that's right. The one that lets you know the memory of an object.
Yeah, I was also gonna ask this.
Did you also see him? What? Why do you always do this, Ivan? We're trying to honor this man.
I see the day that he fell in battle. The time in between there and you collecting his items are admittedly dark. They're lonely.
Well, let's just say he was interred in a vault.
In a shadow vault, you say?
Indeed.
She goes over. She starts conferring with a few of her associates. We'll be willing to pay auction price for the sword and for the cloak. And, if you're willing, we'll also happily pay for the location of that shadow vault that you mentioned.
Pardon, but
Don't
I
Farmer
not-
Jim.
I look over and I think about it. Simon's thinking about it.
We'll be willing to pay you. We'll be willing to pay you
mind.
$30 for the sword, and we're willing to pay you $15 for the cape.
How much for the information on where the temple is located?
For the shadow vault, we're willing to pay 20.
30, 15.
That'd be basically 55.
No, 30, 15, 20 is 65.
Or yeah, 65 divided by the 5 or no 6 of us would mean that each of us have 11, but one of us would have like 10.
What about...
Yes.
I even looked at you.
I'm thinking about it. What are the legality, considering we were guests on the property of another who allowed us to stay there, what's the legality of, what you'll be allowed to do if you found the location of a shadow vault?
That is a tricky one. We would, of course, have to get permission from the landowner if the shadow vault was located on his property. We would get into negotiations with them, see if we can work anything out.
If we were to contact him, would you give us more money?
Dang it, that's about what I was about to bargain. I was like, what about a cool 100 for the whole package deal? And we as friends of this property owner, help put in a good word for you. To allow one of your people to go down and investigate further.
Roll a diplomacy.
You got it.
Roll sense motive against you.
Come on. 23.
Can I assist? I was actually about to ask before you roll, could I assist?
You don't need to. Oh, the
Okay, he's got a 23. Let me see here. You see her kind of look on over to her associates. Will you give me a minute?
Understood.
And she kind of leads you guys. She hands the sword back to you, Ivan, and kind of leads you guys out into the hall.
Okay. I wrap the sword up again.
About 10 to 15 minutes pass, and she comes on out. All right. Unfortunately, our prices are set, but what we can do, we are more than happy to put down your names in the discovery on any research papers that come out.
I look over at Ivan. I look back.
I shrug.
Well, I mean, hopefully you're able to come to some sort of discovery, but I know this is the kind of fellow that might prefer to be left alone and not have more people he doesn't know, but, I mean, if you want to risk it, I suppose this would be agreeable.
She nods. We will get a check written out to you. And if we can have your name, please, we can put down these blades rediscovers.
And I actually have,
Pseudonym?
I'm actually thinking about it. Let me think for 1 second. Because they're having me write it down, right?
Monis.
Monis? What?
Simon backwards. Or, no, that would be Nomis. Nomis.
No, I'm not going to put something silly like that. So I'll put, Ivan, how do I spell your name?
I grab the pen and I write it in, Mulan. That is how you spell it.
Oh, great. I put parentheses Ivan. Could you say your last name?
I put my full name in it.
No, but what? Okay, fine.
Oh.
If it's gonna be, like, say it aloud.
My full name, Ivan Boris Rovanof.
Rovanof. Okay, I put Rovanof on next to his name, and then I put shit. I guess I'm gonna put This is interesting. This is a moral dilemma. I was gonna put everyone's name on it because we all discovered it. But I'm doing that without consent. But, you know, oh well. So I put everyone's name on there.
No, so
Okay.
we could have just checked it in, and split the money that way.
Well, we're gonna divvy up this money later. Right now, I'm just trying to provide them the names of the people who discovered this artifact.
Okay.
So then the names of the whole sixth group that delved into the Shadow Vault are given, except mine says let's see. Let me roll a random name or generator.
I'm going to give you some time to think about this.
No, I've got this right now. Random
Okay.
name generator. Go. It has the name. This sounds so fake. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Good one. Keith Henry.
Keith Henry. Okay. I'll put that down in my notes. All right. So in that case, they get a check written out to you.
You can write it out to...
They hand it off to
I was gonna say,
Ivan, since he's the one who kind of like brought everything in. So it's a check for 30, 15, and 20. So
65.
65. So a check for $65 written out to you.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll put in my inventory.
I believe you had another sword you were wanting us to take a look at.
Oh, well, not for donation, but it would be nice if you can look at it.
If you're interested academically.
I will bring it. I will give it to them. The mirror blade.
Alright.
They're gonna make a huge, crazy offer on it.
They're going to take you on back into the build. They're going to take you back into the side room. Ooh. Oceana is looking over this sword, and you see her brow just furrow as she's looking over this. Where exactly did you find this?
Same place where we found Jasper Yeoman's sword, the Shadow Temple.
Vault. He's not good with common.
You see her kind of slowly dragging her thumb over the blade as she's just kind of examining every centimeter of this. The blade, or the hilt, suggests something that is Atlan in design, but I've never seen an Atlan sword like this. Its material composition is very strange as well. An alloy, maybe?
If you need, I can say the name. It is called Galador the Singing Mirror.
It was inscribed on the tomb in which it was interred. The others were empty, unfortunately.
You see her brow kind of furrow even harder. I don't know that name.
We thought not.
You see her close
None of
her
my
eyes,
comrades could
and
ring about any of them either.
And she begins to cast her divination spell again. It takes her a minute. And you see her open her eyes, and she just looks confused.
Question mark?
Confused as in she has no idea, or confused in like bewilderment.
The spell should show me the last person that wielded this, their memories. There's so many memories floating around inside this sword that I cannot focus on a single one of them. I have never had this happen before.
So you're saying the weapon in history changed hands often?
I have no idea. Like I said, when I cast this spell, it should instantly show me the memories of the last person who wielded it. So unfortunately, that means that I cannot verify its origin, where it might have came from.
It's a shame. We would have liked to have known more about him.
I must admit, I would like to know that as well. She hands it on back to you.
I didn't actually suggest something.
You are either holding a very intricate forgery or something I've never dealt with before.
I have possible offer.
Yes?
I am not willing to completely donate it, but could it be possible that you research it? But because I don't know exactly what this is, could it be possible?
Seeing as how I have no idea what it is either, I have no idea where I'd even start. I would suggest if you want to learn more about it, you take it to an artificer, an appraisal shop. I'm afraid I have no idea where I would start.
Oh boy, I can't wait to meet Gungear in this world.
That's an impressive bit of magic you're capable of.
It helps keep the forgeries out of the museum.
Well, it's always nice to know when something you have is the genuine article.
Indeed it does. Now, is there anything else I can help you gentlemen out with today?
No, it was an absolute pleasure doing business.
If you have anything else you'd like us to take a look at, feel free to stop by.
We'll keep that in mind.
Alright. With that, she leads you out of the staff area, back up to the front.
Oh, go ahead.
I can wait.
Oh, okay. As we're leaving, what kind of things are, before we leave, what kind of things are here? I'm curious.
Let me see here. It looks like currently they have an exhibit on Northern Kumari artifacts, so Egypt. Both humanoid and Anubian origin. It looks like they also have an exhibit on stuff closer to, like, Central Kumari. So Central Africa. Where, let me see here, it looks like they have a few art pieces by the insectoid race known as the Anansi. So a lot of spider silk
Whoa.
tapestries.
Wait, oh, that's right. I just want to make it clear that a spider is not an insect.
Arachnoid.
Arachnoid.
Yeah. They're arthropods.
Duly noted. It is marked down in my notes.
I just love the silence after I was like, just so you know, it was not insectoid art.
Do you see my caring face right now?
It was arachnid art.
I hope you can see it through the computer monitor.
I can feel it. I can feel it washing over me.
Good.
So we've got that. We've got the money. I take it around. I'm just looking around. You know, Simon isn't particularly. Simon's had a lot of excitement in life, and he's looking forward to more. Chasing around this Sun Emperor little adventure. But he is, you know, looking to see if there's anything. Like, is there any, like, ancient magical weapon or artifact or armor?
Let me see here.
Something that could be of practical use in battle against a guy who can summon a laser.
What I would like for you to do, if you are wanting to go around to the exhibits, I want you to roll an appraisal check.
An appraisal check. Okay.
And this will take, I'd say about an hour or two as you're kind of going around to different exhibits.
Here we go. Wish me luck. Nope.
12. All right. I
can't have a big bonus to every skill.
You are seeing exhibits for, like, magical items and stuff like that, but upon closer inspection, you're realizing a lot of them are, like, replicas. You
Poorly
find,
funded National Museum.
if anything, they probably don't keep the truly magical stuff out in the open. They probably make like steel or plastic replicas to host out in like the main area.
Right, they would have some sort of vault. Or, you know, like a place where they're kept weather protected and such.
You do see exhibits on like ancient magic rings. Let me see what else.
Wait, magic rings, you say? Hold on. Magic rings, you say? Oh, you're speaking my language right now.
There we go.
Magic rings, you say?
Oh, is that a ring of sustenance, maybe?
Oh, wait,
You're
so-
not seeing
oh, wait,
anything.
That's an inside joke
Wrong universe.
with Storm. Everyone in one of our old Pathfinder campaigns had a freaking ring of sustenance.
Now, question. Now, here's a real question.
Is there an exhibit on Smurf's blood?
Is there? Yeah, is...
No.
Oh, rip.
No. That's Ethan's
Rip.
campaign.
Rip. Yeah, separate campaign.
You do learn while you're in the Natural History Museum, though, that horseshoe crabs have blue blood that potentially has medical applications.
Oh. Oh. I'm going to link this in the Discord. This is one of the coolest magic items.
I'm guessing it has to do with sustenance.
It has more than that.
All right, stay focused. Stay focused.
Okay, anyway. So, moving on. So, what kind of magic rings are there? And
These...
I'm just trying to help out the group.
Let me look at my...
Yo,
Let me look at my
ring's
notes.
fucking busted.
By getting us on what is the name of this country again?
Hold on. Stay focused.
We're in New Vignolia right now.
Yeah, but I don't know Vignolia. What's the name of the city?
New Vidnolik is the city. The continent that
New
you're on is Thule.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Essentially America.
Yeah, getting us on Duel's Most Wanted.
So it does have a history of
I'm trying to get as many as I can.
The utilization of magic rings. They've always been a symbol of power, pretty much wherever you go across Avalon. The most famous magic rings date back to before the Atlantean Empire. In particular, the 19, what's known as lunar rings.
Ooh, pulling out my note.
Which date back to the Age of Mythology, or the Lunar Age, as it's also known as.
The Age of Mythology, or the Lunar Age?
Mm-hmm. And then eventually it starts to go like a little further, and it talks about how during the Second Era, or the Atlan era, they started making rings from substances known as psi-crystal. Let me see here. For any of the Atlans who developed psionic capabilities. Further down the road during the Third Era, there were still a lot of magic rings. They were mostly held by royalty. Magic arms and armor were a lot more popular during that time. Especially in Thule, to combat the undead scourge. Charms were becoming popular during that time. Be like, oh, this charm will protect you against werewolves. This ring will protect you against zombification.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Do they have any fake exhibits on display or real exhibits on display?
The lunar rings, there are only drawings of them. The lunar rings, as it is helpfully informed on the display, are kept in vaults on the continent of Atlantis, as they are Atlantean heirlooms.
Okay. Oh, well. I still marked it all down because that's good lore. Oh, and before I forget, what was the name of the woman who was just helping us?
Oceana.
Oceana, thank you.
Alright.
So other than looking around, so basically if I don't see anything that's like, this would be worth risking to try to steal, then I will leave with Ivan.
Okay. Yeah, it looks
I was dragging Ivan along, by the way.
It looks like it's more like most of the more important magical items are probably kept in a safe location where replicas are used in place of them. Alright, so you guys all eventually... yes? Yes,
I
Ivan?
was actually gonna ask Simon something. Excuse me, you know this city better than I do.
Oh, I've been in here for a few weeks. Why?
I was hoping to make one more stop. Like, just quick errand. That's it.
Well, sure. Name and place. We really should go to a bank and get this cashed first.
Is there a bank near us?
It's the same bank that you went to go get,
Yeah.
withdraw your money.
Okay,
What was the side thing you were wanting to do?
he's basically wanting to go to, like, a drugstore.
To a drugstore. Okay. What were you wanting to do at
A drugstore or a place with healing potions? Might not be the same thing.
Are they different?
I don't know about culture and the culture of magic items in this.
What are you wanting to pick up?
I do want to pick up some medication. Like
Magical or mundane?
Both. But right now I would more head towards like a drugstore because I do want to.
I would say you're gonna have to be specific with me so that way I can look up prices real quick.
Mundane first.
Mundane. What mundane stuff are you wanting to pick up?
I would like to get some more. Let me check because I had it in my head and now
Are you wanting painkillers? Are you wanting bandages or?
Yes,
Like
I'm trying to get some more aspirin or antibiotics.
Okay.
Let's pop on over to the chemist.
I would
actually,
say,
Simon gets confused trying to lead you for a little bit because he's looking for a chemist.
I would say if you're wanting like a basic like healer's kit sort of thing, if you're wanting to use that, that'll be $5 and it's got 10 uses. It's like a first aid kit.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I would hand Ivan I would hand let's see. Each of us would get 11 except one would get 10. I would hand Simon $11.
Oh, cool. I'll pocket the 11.
Or no, wait. Yeah. Each of us would get 11.
Yeah, 65.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, each of us would get 11 essentially, except one of us will get 10. I'll just say this right now. When I get back, everybody gets 11 except for Ivan. He'll keep the 10.
Okay.
Aw.
So if you're wanting, like I said, if you're going to zip on by a pharmacy, if you're wanting mundane sort of healing stuff, a healer's kit will be $5. And if you're wanting magical healing, there's what's known as a common cure. And it's a potion that heals 1d8 plus 1 hit points. Those are $5 each. And then there is the higher
You mentioned
version.
something like... Sorry.
There is the more powerful version.
About
Yes.
You mentioned something last week. Something called like healthy paste or whatever.
Oh, the healing bandages or blessed bandages. That's it. Aye. Jump around to so many tabs.
Sorry.
Okay. God damn it! I'm using the wrong. I have two computers open. Blessed bandages.
Oh, it's 100 GP. Wound wheel is what I think you said it was called.
Wound wheel?
Or maybe it's not wound wheel. What'd you say what's called? Again?
I don't remember.
It's something like healthy paste or whatever.
You're gonna... I don't remember what it is. That's something you'll want to write down.
Could've sworn that. Okay, then I'll just get like a magic healing kit. I
Sure.
imagine that can be found at the drugstore, or would it, or would just a
basic-
normal med kit?
It's just a normal med kit.
Okay.
Five bucks.
So, yeah, I'll buy a basic med kit for $5. By the way, I know this is a thing in the past. Ivan's gonna look for a place to wet his whistle, which, fun fact, back in this day, drugstores would have had soda fountains.
Okay, you go get yourself a drink.
How much is it?
I'm gonna say 5 copper.
Okay.
Or 5 pennies for a drink. You get yourself like a 6-pack.
6-pack.
Soda's cheap.
Oh, I was talking about like a soda shop.
A fountain. Oh, wait, yes, a soda fountain.
Yes, because a soda fountain is basically a place where you would sit down to get like a drink.
Okay. Alright, you go and get yourself a drink then.
Some good old fashioned
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
With all the cocaine.
With all the yeah, I was about to say with the cocaine.
Ivan will walk
Really
up to the
put
soda
some
fountain.
pep in your step.
Excuse me.
What the?
Hello, sir?
Sorry, things are bleep blooping. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you end up finding yourself a soda shop where you can go get yourself a drink. Probably the first caffeinated drink you've had that isn't made from like pine tar and bear fat from Moo.
So it's... How much is a single soda?
I'll say it's a copper.
Okay. What does this soda jockey look like?
What does this soda jockey look like? Is that what he said? It's a young kid, like 16. Human.
Okay. I'll look at Simon and ask if he wants one. Simon,
Oh, yeah.
I said I'll look
Sorry.
at you and ask if you want one.
What? Hold on. What were you?
Soda.
I know we're at a soda fountain, but what kind of soda?
Any soda you want. Soda's not super expensive.
Well, surprise me.
He'll flip the kid a copper.
Alright. He ends up handing off to you a root beer.
All right, I drink the root beer.
It's ice cold, it's foamy. It's delicious. Hell yeah.
I like this. Oh,
I like
the fizziness.
I like it a lot.
It tickles my upper lip.
Ivan is like done.
What's this? Oh my.
Ivan is like done, like halfway before Simon is done, and he is jumping a bit.
Alright. So your day kind of goes on. You kind of spend your day just relaxing. For once, you're not in prison. You're not sleeping out in a barn. You're in the city. You're surrounded by people who aren't trying to shank you. And you're just, for once, just like enjoying your day without having to look behind your back. It's refreshing, Ivan and Simon.
Ivan
Cool.
keeps looking behind his back because after hearing Simon telling him to watch his back.
And your pockets. And your pockets. And your wallet. And your jacket. And your hat. And your turtle.
Alright.
So I will hand the other players the $11 that they will receive.
Alright. So once you guys kind of meet back up at Khurtin's place, everyone, you can add $11 to your account.
Excellent.
This will go towards the BB collection.
Even though babies weren't a thing.
Buddy Bonesley collection.
The baby collection. The baby collection.
All
He
right.
likes to eat babies.
All right.
Consider this rent from all of you.
Yes, of course. That's what it is.
I look at you confusingly. Don't you have very fancy hotel?
Oh, yes. I won't be sleeping here tonight.
Oh, oh wait. Let me rephrase that. Don't you have fancy hotel?
Well, yes, as I said, I have a room for the night already. Although this seems
Good.
quaint.
I'll only be sharing
that's
a
good,
room
good,
with 3 men.
Do not worry, we will not cause any problems.
All right.
Is there something to have for lunch? I'm poking around in the icebox.
Yeah, I brought groceries. Just get the fuck out of the kitchen and I'll cook something.
What kind of tea did you get?
Fucking what? I didn't get any fucking tea.
Simon huffs and walks back out the door to go
Bye.
get some tea for afternoon tea.
For a second, I thought you said he was gonna walk out the door, open the door again, and there's suddenly tea in his hand.
You're officially forfeiting your tacos apple store.
No! I just have to have tea with it.
Fucking weird combination, but okay.
Everything's better with tea.
Yeah, maybe sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
So I go and I get some. I go and I pick up like. Is there a tea kettle in Khurtin's apartment?
Yeah, I'd
Is
say
there a
there's
stove?
like a coffee pot.
Okay, well I will get a kettle and a box of let's say Earl Grey.
Okay.
Alex evicts everyone from whatever square footage constitutes the kitchen as she starts marinating some meat.
What does that cost me?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. And he's going to keep that whenever he's not using it. He keeps it up his sleeve, so wherever he is, he can make tea.
And the kettle?
Yeah. Well, once it cools down,
No,
It'll get
grab
better
it
with
while it's
age.
hot.
For the first, as you guys,
the conservation of heat. Would it stay if I put something that's
it's
hot
not. It's not
in my
going to
sleeve?
stay.
Does it stay
it's
hot?
not going to stay hot in the extra dimensional space.
Why
No,
not?
that's
Why not?
No,
I want to hit someone with a hot kettle
no.
when they least expect it.
I think just
Not-
being hit with a
not
hot
gonna work like
kettle in
that.
general will be
During the middle of battle.
This game's no fun. They never let me have any fun.
During the middle of the battle, would you like a cup of tea?
What? Splash screech.
All right.
After a little while, Alex serves everyone delicious pork tacos topped with onion and cilantro and pineapple.
Ooh.
Yo, you had me until the pineapple. What's up with that?
It's fucking delicious, trust me.
I set out for everyone a cup of Earl Grey with milk and sugar.
I
It just isn't lunch without a spot.
I don't know if our flavor aesthetics are
spot of
exactly
tea.
compatible.
I'm just making myself a cup of coffee.
For the first time in a while, you guys sit down and you have lunch that doesn't involve greasy eggs, like refried beans, cornbread, It feels like a real breakfast for once, like a real lunch for once.
Delectable.
And the day slowly drags on. Without fear of getting shanked in the back, without fear of some diabolical prison warden zapping you guys into 6 parts.
It really is a lot more boring.
I'm okay.
What was that, Dragon?
I could.
I'm okay.
You'll take. You're okay with that. I could offer to mysteriously shank one of you if you makes things less boring. Or one of you could say maybe you'll shank me.
I'll take a hard pass.
All
Pull
right.
out my sword.
No, not immediately.
Oh, okay.
It's about the tension.
So any of you nerds want to look over the notes now that we're not in a moving vehicle?
Oh, right, of course.
Alright. As you guys begin to look over Calvin's notes. Here we go. Okay. It looks like he was making lots of notations on maps. Cross-referencing old myths about swords, spears, magic artifacts of any sort. It looks like he was possibly looking for another shard. Like the one that he had strapped to his machine.
Ah, shit. I forgot that I was going to look for like a lead box while I was out shopping.
Oh, right. Well, we still have like 6 more days of downtime. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't leave this thing laying around just wrapped in a towel.
Throw it into the refrigerator. A lot of 1920s fridges were lined with lead.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it in its towel of warding into the fridge.
Okay. You stuff the ancient artifact into the freezer right next to the ketchup and the beer.
Yep.
Okay.
Wrap it up good so nobody accidentally touches it and splits their soul in 6.
And as you guys are kind of looking on through these notes, it looks like a lot of... Calvin might not have known exactly what he was looking for. Like I said, he was cross-referencing different historical locations, making notes of artifacts. Lots of old legends about heroes who might have wielded spears. It looks like he was really just grasping at straws, trying to find another piece.
So, no leads, no definitive possible locations?
Let me look at the few of the ones that he had marked off. It looked like he had a lot of locations over in Hyperborea. In particular, sort of the England-ish areas kind of listed off. Let me see here.
And in your home?
Let me see.
You mean we're gonna have to get a boat? Oh, lordy.
It looks like he has... It looks like he has the location where the Angelica Gigas, aka the Vatican, kind of circled on his map.
Oh, in Italy?
Yep.
Ooh. I've always wanted to see Italy.
Other than that, there's a few locations that are on there that have looks like he circled them and quickly scribbled them out.
Okay.
trying to remember, what are some other notes that you might have picked up? You picked up a lot of the maps. You didn't pick up anything off the boards. You picked up one of the books.
I wonder if they've cleared out of there yet. The Atlans.
The Atlans?
Yeah.
Cleared
The ancient
out.
ones. Like, the soldiers.
Okay, okay.
Returning to the scene of the crime is an option.
Not too sure. It's been about a day since you guys escaped from prison.
Probably not.
Unless you guys have anything else, I will kind of zip this on forward.
Pew.
Alright. The days kind of go by.
Oh.
Yes? Remember to raise your hand when you have something.
Sorry, give me a second.
There you go. Raise your hand like the good student. Alright, Ivan.
This should probably be the next day.
Okay.
But one of the things I would like to do, I would ask Khurtin. Excuse me, Khurtin.
Yes.
Do you know possible good stores to sell item?
All I got one shop.
Is there any good ones that you know of?
Needed one per se. Sketchier part of towns is where you find the best ones.
I see. Could you show me where I could find pawn shops? I sort of got lost on the way to museum.
Oh my god.
Ay.
Here he goes again.
He's asking Khurtin to help.
Yeah, I could probably show you.
Okay. Yeah, Tom, we'll call it soon. I have my timer counting down 31 minutes. Then we'll be done.
Okay.
Do have to get some sleep tonight.
Yes. Nearly there.
Especially considering we're losing an hour.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, I can sleep on the plane, but still.
Alright. Ivan, what were you wanting to sell?
I would like to sell Calvin's watch.
Okay. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
And I would ask for Khurtin to come in with me because I'm not good at sensing if I'm getting scammed.
Okay. I would say... Let me look on my notes. If you're wanting to sell that watch... Here it is. Okay. As you're kind of zipping around from place to place, you end up going to... I'm trying to think of the good word for it. Sort of the more ghetto-y areas. Most places are willing to take that watch for $3.50 because they have to they have to resell it as well.
I look at Khurtin. That seemed a bit cheap to me, don't you think?
Try to barter it up to 5, but I probably wouldn't. Best you might be able to expect is about 4. Can't get too lucky.
Sir, maybe we could bring it up to maybe $5?
Roll a diplomacy.
No, I don't have good charisma.
I don't either. Might as well try first.
15?
15. All right. The highest they are willing to go is $4.
Called it. So.
I'll take the $4.
All right.
I'll leave
Add
the door
full-
hinge,
add-
like on the door. So you should
Yeah, we'll be done in about a half hour. Cool stuff.
Really quick. One
So-
last thing I'm going to ask for in this pawn shop.
Yes.
Do they happen to have any model airplanes?
Do they? Yeah, it does look like they have a couple model toys that were brought in to get sold off.
Okay. How much are these?
I would say they're going to be 10 cents each.
Okay, I'll grab the 2 model airplanes. Are these like actual toy ones that were built, or like ones
Yeah, it looks like they're like 2 toys.
also that he could like put together? Okay, still he'll get the model airplanes
Okay.
along with like maybe a set of paint, like
That'll
toy
come.
paint to get.
That'll come with it.
Okay.
All right. Anybody who wants to roll perception or not profession during this week to make some money, you can go ahead.
Woo.
Because you guys still need to work. If I remember correctly, Khurtin.
You said they were 10 cents each?
Yes.
Okay.
Khurtin, if I remember correctly, you were wanting to check out that advertisement that you had.
Yes, he kept the Bible and the flyer that's inside of it.
Okay.
From this little memento. So he's going to go check out the information that is associated with it.
All right. Well, do you want to do this during the same day that Ivan is with you?
Yeah, after I help him figure
Okay.
out where the pawn shop is.
Okay, cool. So, Kat, if you want to roll Alex's profession, you can see if you can earn some money during this week.
Now I got my tools. Come on, baby.
Ooh, okay. You only make $6.
Bah.
So, just because you are some random person who's just like, hey, I can fix your car. Not a lot of people trust you. You get a lot of like the people who are like, I can't afford to take it to an actual garage. Would you be able to take a look at it? So you
It's fine.
kind of help out a few people on the street. All right, Khurtin.
Can I find a cheap lead box? Like a small one?
Well, I'll say yeah. We'll worry about the price later, okay? Just because I want to get
Cool.
one thing done. Okay, would also like to find a job. So, Ivan, you'll roll your profession, and this will be your job for the week.
Okay.
14. Okay,
Ooh.
so you make $7.
Nice.
You make a little bit of money, like flying, like working advertisement. One day, they're like, hey, if you know how to fly a plane, if you'll trade this flyer behind you, then we'll pay you a little bit of money.
I do that.
So basically, you're
Eat
advertising.
at Joe's.
You're advertising for like a gas station or something like that. All right, and I'll say
Fill
during.
up at Joe's.
I'll say you do this the next couple of days. Ivan, I'm trying to think how we want to story this. After you're done with going to the pawn shop, Khurtin has this thing that he wants to go do. Lead box in. Oh, that was on Discord.
Yeah, just a reminder.
Okay. All right, Khurtin, as you are going on through, and you're tracking down the address that's listed on this flyer. You're asking a few people around. They end up pointing you to the outskirts of town. And it's weird because you start heading past, like, office buildings, and then you go, like, several blocks down, you're heading through neighborhoods, and you actually start to head outside of the city, and you start showing people this flyer, and they're all just nonchalantly like, oh yeah, just keep heading down that road, you'll find it eventually. Can't miss it. And before you know it, you're out of the city, walking through, like, a small neighborhood towards the ocean. And as you're kind of, like, wandering through and you're like, am I in the right place? You look up, and up on a cliffside, you see a lighthouse. A massive lighthouse with two wings on either, like, two buildings on either side. And you're looking at it, looking down at your sheet, looking up. And that's the address.
The lighthouse.
Well, prepare for a climb.
Start heading
So
on it.
Ivan, assuming he's still with me.
Ivan? After your pawn shop fiasco, do you want to follow Khurtin the rest of the day, or do you head on home?
He tries to head home and he gets lost.
I don't know the city too well, so Ivan would probably stay with Khurtin.
Okay. So yeah, Khurtin ends up leading you outside the city to a small neighborhood. And eventually you see, like I just said, it's a massive lighthouse with these two, like a north wing, east wing, kind of off to the side of each. And let me see here. And as you start to make your way up on towards it, you see a sign that says, the Legal Medical Law Offices of Justice Fist Bar and Grill.
What?
All are welcome.
What a title.
Incredible.
Okay.
Knocks on the door, back hand.
Alright. You hear a little buzzer off to the side. Looks like there's an intercom next to the door. Come in!
Sure enough, he walks in.
Alright. There you enter into a spacious sort of foyer area. There's a desk in front of you with this tiny little, like, half Atlantean woman with hair almost as red as yours in a bob and just these ginormous glasses. And it looks like she's like
glasses.
she's chewing on like a giant wad of bubble gum, and it looks like she's at a typewriter typing some things up. Welcome to Justice Fist. How can I help you?
You see, and he opens up the book, pulling out the flyer that he had received while in prison, showing it to her, saying, I was told to come, or at least shown by whoever placed this flyer within my book, that this is the kind of place for someone whose specialities involve combat and other things revolving around that. That would be a service that's good in exchange for cash.
You see her adjust her glasses, and she kind of takes the flyer from your hand. Oh! 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 And she kind of hops up, and well, hold on. What was your name, hun?
I go by Khurtin Pavolich.
Khurtin, okay. And what are you with him, hun? And she points to you, Ivan.
I suppose.
Others who could be persuaded as well, but myself as is probably the most interested. We'll go with that.
Okay, give me 1 second to see if I can find the boys real quick. I'll be right back. And she kind of scurries down scurries out through a side door. And let me see here.
Ivan looks at Khurtin, having no idea what's going on.
It's merc work.
Okay.
The kind of work that I had gotten used to back in the war effort after I found that being a traditional soldier pays only so well, so it's better to volunteer your services to a worthy cause.
Out of bullets again.
Alright. After about a minute, she comes on back, and she's got a pair of binoculars in her hand, and she kind of scurries on up to a front window and takes a peek outside. She raises up her binoculars. You're just in time. The boys are back.
Oh shit!
And
The
as
car!
Ivan looks.
and as you
The car!
Looks out at the window.
you see a car flying through the air slowly towards the lighthouse.
Alright.
Okay, wait. Are flying cars a usual thing in this universe?
Not really.
Well,
I
then
didn't look
color
so
me
big.
impressed.
Ivan looks at the window, back to Khurtin, back to you. Back to the window, back to Khurtin, back to the window, back to Khurtin.
Truly, the boys are back in town.
You see it begin to make a low sweep down towards the ground, and it makes a big U-turn heading towards the east wing. And you see it kind of disappear around the side. This time period would be able...
We then hear the Yellow Rose of Texas.
Hold on. Tom, what was that you sent me? Time period would they have devices to record and play back was what was recorded? Oh yeah, there's gramophones where you can record stuff on, absolutely.
I think he means like an actual recording machine.
Yeah. I would have to look that up.
I can look it up really quick.
But no, stay focused. Stay focused. We don't have too much time. And after a while, you hear like a garage door begin to close. And from the east wing, you see 5 individuals pop on in. Each one of them in order. You see one gentleman. Looks like he's of Mulian descent. Not quite like Ivan, more like Asian descent. He's wearing a incredibly tacky tropical shirt. Just a pair of Ray-Bans, shorts, like cargo shorts, and sandals with socks. And he has just the longest, straightest hair you've ever seen. He goes wandering on by. You see sort of a guy with blonde hair wearing a cowboy hat and a large duster. Looks like he has a couple of revolvers to his hips. You see a gentleman, slicked back, black hair, very tidy suit. He's carrying a cane with him, and he has a very distinct limp to his walk. You see another sort of Asian gentleman. He carries a katana to his side. And last of all, you see this ginormous man, bright red beard, wearing a Japanese gi and a kilt, and carrying 2 bastard swords on his back.
Damn.
And they kind of pop on in.
I assume
Dude
they all
forgot to
walk in.
describe that they're engraved with runes.
I assume they all walk in slow motion as their name cards pop up on screen.
Along with their quirk.
Yeah.
I love that.
Dr. Thanatos, we have an interview for you for the mercenary position. And you see the guy in the Hawaiian shirt kind of stop, look over at the receptionist, look on over to you guys. Excellent.
New red shirts.
Excellent. Cancel our meetings. We'll have the we'll interview them right now. You don't have any meetings. Cancel them anyways. And he comes on up to you. Hello, sir. My name is, and he does this flourish of his hands, Dr. Raymond Thanatos, at your service. And he reaches out to shake your hand, Khurtin.
Would shake it and state his name,
Khurtin.
or at least the one he goes by.
Ah, excellent. Excellent. So you're interested in the mercenary business, by chance?
Yes, he would explain that he is a marksman. Primary role, but he does have basic training in just about any weapon that he could get a hold of.
Alright. They all kind of look at each other and they nod. Yeah, that does sound good. Alright. Do you have time for an interview right now, by chance?
Nothing much else going on with my current afternoon, so let's hop to it.
Excellent, excellent. And what is your name, sir? And he looks over at you, Ivan.
I'm not really here for a job. This man is sort of my escort, I guess would be the right word.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, you can hang out here with Janine and she can get you some coffee. You still haven't brought back any coffee from the store. We'll get you a soda then. How does that sound? It's like, all right, Dr. Thanatos.
Well, actually, I had a question. Do you know any place that they would be hiring for someone with flying skills?
You see them all kind of look at each other, and each one of them kind of gives you a thumbs up and a smile.
What?
I mean,
Can I set promoted what that means?
yeah, sure.
They're hiring.
Ivan doesn't know that. He's bad with social situations.
Clearly.
My character would explain it to you. It's fine. He would also say to them, I have a handful of other compatriots with tasks and abilities that I feel would be useful
I'm still gonna roll this, see how well this
to
goes.
anyone willing to pay to the highest bidder.
Alright. Let me see. Let me get introductions of the characters out of the way. The gunslinger approaches you. He kind of gives you a tip of the hat. Keith Medgers. I shoot things.
Real good.
Real good.
My kind of man.
And then the man with the cane kind of limps on over to you. Tannic Comus. It looks a lot like H.P. Lovecraft.
Nice.
Complete with black cat.
The gentleman with the samurai sword approaches you. Sergio. And the gentleman with the gi comes up to you. And I am Kai Long, Blade Master. Can I get you some haggis?
Pass.
Oh, good. Well, I make the
Or
best.
play you the song of his people.
Can I at least play you the song? As he slowly reaches and
starts playing.
and pulls a pair of bagpipes out from behind his back.
A pair of bagpipes. It's
One
not
for
just
each
one,
hand.
It's a pair.
Yeah. Dual wield.
A dual-wheeled bagpipe, son. Have
Dual
you not
wield's got
heard?
everything, really?
Have you not heard of Kai Lung's famous bagpiper size? It's the only way to build up your muscles. All right. So they end up taking you to a side office. Let me see here. Should I come on through Discord? First and foremost, they ask if you're a soldier first.
Yeah, and
Keith Medgers actually shoots Kai Lung's bagpipes.
I'm out of the room.
It's like that scene from Samurai Jack.
Focus, please. We only have 10 more minutes left.
Is Ivan's character out of the room?
Yes.
Then he would say, yes. Back before he came to this country, he was known as Kodhran of Madden, a soldier against a volunteer soldier against a growing who volunteered in a resistance movement against a communist party.
Yes.
The resistance unfortunately failed, and he was partially sought out as he and his family needed to go into hiding, so he came to this country.
Ah, they all kind of nod and and kind of give each other sort of the knowing nod. So you fought against the Red Leaf, then, did you?
Yes.
You see them kind of all like turn to each other and nod. Oh, that takes us back. Days we fought against Schneckloff and his group. Oh, those were the days.
I was tasked with taking care of high target profiles. Sometimes sitting out for days waiting for the right shot.
We did a few of those ourselves. Tannic kind of nods and kind of twirls his cane around in his hand. Took care of Schneckloff, took care of Hohenzollern. Did we take care of anyone else? We took care of a lot of them.
They do kind of meld together, but there was one that I missed, and unfortunately, it's one of the reasons why I got called out, had my cover blown. But unfortunately, at the very least, it's a chance to grow.
They nod. All right. Well, we're always happy to take in take in former soldiers. You might have heard through what's become known as the Justice Fist Initiative. And he kind of gives you this look like, huh?
I gathered as much from your pamphlet, but I'll have to see. I know I'm certainly interested, but we'll find out if the rest of the party is interested.
All right. Well, we definitely have work for you if you're willing to take part in the mercenary lifestyle.
Yeah. It'll do for now. At least make some money.
Excellent.
Until our own, I guess. Just trying to think of the word. Objectives can be taken care of.
All right. Well, they kind of look at each other. If you feel willing to take on a job, you can let us know. We got plenty of them lined up. We've got most of our other mercenaries out in the field right now doing work, but if you feel like you're ready to take on something, we can see if we can line one up for you.
Sure, I'll have to notify everyone else, so we'll be able to come by another day to accept this mission and do a quick briefing.
Not a problem. Just let us know. We can get some equipment put together for you. See if we can get one of the company cars out of the garage. They keep getting shot up. Not our fault. They keep getting shot. Well, it is our... Yes, Kailong, it is our fault. They keep getting shot up. It's dangerous work. Fine enough. All right.
Understandable.
And Dr. Raymond Thanatos kind of reaches across the table to give you a handshake. Well, let us know what your final plans are, and we'll see if we can get some stuff in order. Mercenary work does pay well, even if you're just starting out.
Oh, I remember fondly.
All right. And with that, they lead you on out of the office, and they hand you a business card in case you need to give them a call.
Indeed, he nods and he takes his leave, motioning Ivan to come with him.
All right.
Ivan follows.
All right.
Then make his way back into town.
All right. You end up heading your way on to your apartment. And with that, unless anybody else has any last minute things we need to do, we will call it there.